Hey guys! It has been, I don't even know, a very, very, very long time since I've gotten in front of the camera. So this is probably going to be an extremely awkward video because I honestly feel like I've forgotten how to do this. It's been so long. My last video, I believe it was May. I'll look it up just to make sure that I have my timeline right. But, life has just been very interesting, and I know quite a bit of you have been wondering where I've disappeared to, what's been going on, have I quit doing YouTube, what is going on in my life. I totally get that because quite a few of you are like very religious followers of mine. You've been following me for years. You're on my actual personal Facebook, or you're in the Facebook group that I created, and I completely stopped all social media. So I know quite a few of you are like, what the hell happened to Brittany? I have to kind of give you a little bit of a rundown of my past year in order for me to be able to tell you what's going on, where I'm at now, what's going on for my future, because once again it's looking very unclear. This just seems to be the way of it. So yeah, my last video was 6 months ago. 6 months ago. Wow, it flew by, I have to be honest. I don't even know why, and I'm not trying to sound like an asshole, and thank you, but I don't even know why I still have people subscribing to my channel. I have not done shit on my channel in so long, or anything on social media. I just don't even know why people are still even subscribing to me. I'm sorry. It's been very, very cold today. I have my heat on in my house, so if things sound very noisy in the background, it is my heat. Alright, so enough of this blabbering. I'm going to try to get out everything that I can without crying, without getting angry, just so that you guys are aware of what's going to happen with my channel in the future, because honestly, I don't know. So, I'm just going to backtrack to December, and then I'm going to go from there until now. And I'm sorry, I keep shaking this damn table that I have my tripod on, so everything's a little wobbly. But, oh, Jesus. Where do I even freaking begin? By the way, I'm sorry for the appearance. I went to work today. My makeup's looking crazy. It's been a very long day. It's probably why I look a little glossy or whatever. My hair I haven't washed in over 4 days. I've been spraying so much dry shampoo that now just white cast is hanging into my hair, so I have to actually wash it tonight. So if I'm looking a little ratchet, I apologize. Alright, so let me backtrack to December. So in December, my mother's neighbor who rents out this cute little cottage house had approached my mom and said that they were actually evicting their tenant because she wasn't paying her rent and things were just not going well. So they were going to be evicting her, and she had said something about, I would love to rent to your daughter, because she knows how close me and my mother are and how bad I didn't want to live where I was living. I was with who is now my ex-boyfriend at the time, in his house. He owns a house. I was living in his house, pretty far away. It was about almost a 35-40 minute drive for me every day to get to work. A lot of you already know all about this if you're constantly on my Snapchat, so you're pretty much aware of what my situation was. Well, anyway, my mom's neighbor approached her and said, I would love to rent to your daughter. I would rent to her for X amount. And I was like, oh my god, a house? Rent a house for that amount in Barrington? Because Barrington is where my mother lives in Rhode Island. It's a very, very sought after town, which I don't know why, because everyone's so pompous around here. And usually house rentals around Barrington go for $1,200 and up a month with nothing included. So the price that she had given my mother was like unbelievable. So at first I said, no way, Mom, that's not going to happen, because I was with my ex and I was hoping that me and his relationship was going to turn around. But then after a few weeks had gone by, I really thought about it, and I was like, this is like an opportunity of a lifetime for me to get out of where I was. And I didn't mean my relationship at the time, but I mean like just I was not happy in the city I was living with, the area I was living. I didn't like the travel between work and home every single day. It was just very frustrating. So I really gave it a lot of thought, and then when me and my ex had gotten in our argument over something stupid and petty per usual in December, I think it was actually New Year's Eve. It was New Year's Eve. I decided right then and there I wanted to move. I was done. I'm like, I need out of here. Our relationship was very rocky from the start when I moved in with him. And it just, I don't know, the way I thought I felt for him wound up not being what I thought I felt for him, if that makes sense. This is going to be like such a very confusing video. It's going to be very confusing. And it's hard to explain someone's like relationship life if you've not personally been through it and witnessed it and everything else. It's just we were living very separate lives. It was very hard, and we couldn't agree on like anything. We would butt heads over everything, but I have to be honest, a lot of his advice he did give me, I'm still taking it today. So, I mean, even though I would be pissed off at him then, I appreciate everything that he did for me now. Like, I'm thinking about it, I'm like, damn. His advice was pretty damn genuine, even if I didn't want to hear it then. But we didn't mesh well. And he knew it, I knew it. That was that. We tried to continue to work on things even though we pretty much knew it wasn't going to work. He said that he didn't want to have a relationship with me if I was going to move out and move somewhere else. It just wasn't going to happen. But when we weren't living together, before I'd moved in with him, I thought our relationship was perfect. And then I moved in and like it was just not good. So I was like, well, me moving out, maybe things would turn around. No, he wasn't going to have that. He was like, no, you move, we're done. So in April of this year, 2018, I really made it a game plan. Like, I'm getting out of here. Like, that's it. I'm done. I want to get out. I'm not happy. I need to do something for me. I need to be happy again. And if I keep sitting here, nothing's ever going to get done. So I started putting a lot of money away, as much money as I, could or whatever, while still paying my other bills I had. And I went and got a storage unit. My first storage unit. It was just a 10 by 5. And I started just bringing boxes, little things every now and again, like between work, I would, bring stuff there and put it in there. Stuff I wasn't going to be needing because I didn't have a definite move-in date for the house. The tenant was giving my landlords quite a fucking runaround because she didn't want to move out even though she was being evicted. They couldn't physically throw her out on the street. So it was an interesting task. I was told, oh, it'll be ready in May. So that's why April I was boogieing my ass off because here I'm thinking I'm going to move in May. And then May came around, still nothing. Still packing, still putting stuff in storage. So I was like, all right, well, maybe June. So then I was told, like, the end of June. Well, now June comes around and it's like, no, it's looking more like July now. Every month it was another pushback for me, and I was getting more antsy, and half my stuff was in storage, half my stuff was still at the house. Everything was a mess, and I just was getting very discouraged. And then finally July hits, and I get the confirmation that yes, August 1st, I'm definitely in because I watched her move out. So let me just backtrack to May for a second. My last video, this is kind of important, I guess. My last video was my last video for a reason. That day I made that video, my full face of Avon products, is the day that me and my ex got in the official last argument, called it quits, we were done with each other. So that's why I haven't posted anything since then, because that's when I knew. I was like, I had kind of given up on everything. I wasn't happy. There was no way I was going to get back in front of a camera. And I was just like, I gotta pack everything. I gotta get everything out of here. I can't live in his house. Like, it was weird living together as like friends, under his roof and stuff. It was really strange, and I appreciate that he let me stay there while I was still trying to get out. But that day, we got in a huge blowout on the way to my mother's house. We hadn't even made it 5 seconds down the road, and we were already arguing. We were supposed to go to my mom's for dinner and hang out and have drinks and stuff, and we didn't even make it. We wound up turning the car around. I dropped him off, and then I went to my mother's alone. Got pretty wasted at my mother's because I was sulking in my own misery or whatever. I don't even know what my issue was. I just felt a little lost. Like, what the hell's going on in my life? And, Yeah. June, I started packing even more. And then realized I needed a second storage unit because I realized I had way too much furniture and things and blah, blah, blah. So I had to get yet another storage unit. So now I was paying over $300 a month for storage units, which really sucked. But I was doing it. I moved everything of mine in just my little car. My little Kia Soul that I absolutely love to death. Every day. That's how I moved. I did it all by myself. I did not have anybody help me. He did not offer to help me. I did it alone. So I feel like I've gotten a little stronger going through what I have gone through, but it's just been a hell of a year, and it's just getting even worse now. So when I get to that point, Jesus, here we go. I need a break. So now it's July. I had went and stayed with some friends for the 4th of July. I wanted to be closer to my mother because I was going to be helping her with our big 4th of July cookout we do every year. So I stayed with some of my friends, and I was gone for like maybe 3 days. Anyway, I go back home to soiled bed sheets and broken acrylic fingernails. I don't have acrylics, and I haven't had them all year. I actually haven't had acrylics in years. Hair clips that weren't mine on the living room floor. Was very interesting. So I'm like, wow, the bed that I've been sleeping in has now been slept in. Yeah, I don't even want to go into that. I just wasn't expecting it. Yeah, we were over, but I didn't think he was going to be bringing other girls to the house and sleeping on the bed that I slept on. It was pretty low. It fucking sucked. I was like, damn. And then he approached me the next day after I had been back and told me that he was seeing someone else and he needed me out. And I said, well, I'm trying my freaking hardest to get out of here. I said, my place isn't going to be ready until August. And he's like, well, I don't know if we're going to be able to wait until August. And can you blame him? Like, no, absolutely not. I totally fucking understand where he's coming from. I'm living in his house. I totally get it. I felt like a freaking asshole, but at the same time, I'm like, damn, he's doing me dirty too. Like, on the bed I sleep in, I called my mother the next morning because he told me this at like almost 9 o'clock at night when I needed to go to bed because I'd work the next morning. Of course, I didn't sleep that night, thank you. But, yeah. So I called my mom the next morning and I told her what was going on, and she was mortified and said, we have to get you out of there, and I was gone by the 7th. So he told me that on the 5th, I was out by the 7th, completely. I actually didn't even stay at his house the next 2 nights after that. I was like, I just can't. I just can't. I woke up the next morning, packed my fucking ass off, and then the next day everything was gone. It was just, I couldn't. So, yeah. That was interesting. I don't even really want to keep reliving that because it sucked. Anyway, now it's July. I didn't have anywhere to live yet, so I was staying on an air mattress in my old bedroom at my mother's house. Now, my old bedroom is very small, and it was turned into like my mom's little office and storage area, so we had to like really shift some things around so that I could get an air mattress in there and set up her desk and into like my little makeshift vanity. So that was interesting, trying to do your makeup with really shitty lighting and a really tiny fucking mirror, and I had only had a little bit of my makeup with me. All my other makeup I had in storage. So it was definitely a task, like trying to pick out like just 5 different palettes to keep and which powders and mascaras and stupid things like that I needed like for every day. It was definitely interesting. I don't even know how my makeup still looked good all summer because honestly I was like, I didn't even fucking tell if my foundation matches me. Like, it was really bad. I didn't know if my brows were even, like, things were just, I was hoping for the best, and I only had mostly like gym workout clothes because that's what I wear all summer. That's all I really had to wear. I had no outfits. Everything was in storage because I was just moving out so quickly those last 2 days that I just put everything in storage. It was a nightmare. It was such a nightmare. But anyway, so now I'm just going to fast forward. August 1st rolls around. Now I've been living on an air mattress for a month. Miserable. My back's starting to hurt. I'm getting really shitty sleep. It's hard living in a house where your parents smoke inside and I don't smoke. I love my parents to death. I've been trying to get them to quit for years. It's just not going to happen apparently. But they smoke in the house. It's hard for me to breathe. I was actually getting migraines almost every single day again. I'm like, what the hell? Because I used to live with migraines when I was younger, and now I figured out that's where my migraines were coming from, living with my mom. Sorry, Mom. I know that sounds really mean, but your cigarette smoke, having too much of it apparently gives me migraines, because as soon as I actually moved out, the migraines stopped. So anyway, August 1st rolls around. My landlord and I go and sign my lease and everything. I had done like the little tour through the house. Yeah, it needed some repairs and stuff, but we didn't think it was too bad. You know, little things. She told me I could paint and whatever. I was like, cool. So I go and sign the lease at the bank with her to have it notarized. And now she gives me my key. I can finally come in here and start working. And I start working and realizing there's a lot more damages than what we originally had anticipated. Because the prior tenant, actually was sabotaging this place because she was pissed off that she was getting evicted because she wasn't paying her rent. I don't know. So, I couldn't even give you like the whole rundown of everything that needs to be done because it's quite a bit. It doesn't look like it from behind me, but my stairs are collapsing. I actually have wood beams that I personally went out and bought to put under the stairs so that I could walk up and down the stairs without like going through the stairs. The bathroom floor needs to be torn out because she cracked tiles underneath the toilet, and if you lean on the toilet a certain way, it starts leaking all the water out of the back of the toilet. Like, I don't even understand how this is happening, but it's seeping into the floor, which is obviously going to cause a mold problem. There's a bunch of holes in my hallway and up in my bedroom that need to be fixed. She stole the molding from the floor in here. Like, I don't know if you can kind of see it in the background over here, but there's no molding, like, on the floor. She took that with her. I don't know what she was thinking, why. She took 2 light fixtures with her. Like, she was a little fucking strange. But on top of it, she went and put, like, tile caulking down the shower drain so that I couldn't even use the shower. And then went and hammered pipes down in the basement. Like, this woman was seriously psycho. Fucking nutcase. There's more, but I'm not going to get into like every little thing. So anyway, I'm like, well, I can at least come in here and start painting. Obviously, I couldn't move in yet, even though I had paid my landlord 2 months rent in advance, plus my security deposit. So well over $2,500 that I had put away in my savings account. So now I go out and I've spent well over $2,000 of my own money to paint and do my own little repair work that I can. She didn't want me to do any of like the big repair work because she wanted the insurance company to come and see all the damages that were left behind by the prior tenant. So I've just been painting and, you know, little things, like little repairs that I can do. And I've spent well over $2,000 just for that. Now, if you include my furniture and stuff and everything else, that's another $10,000. I wanted good furniture. I did not want bullshit furniture. I did not want hand-me-down crap again. I wanted furniture that was going to last with me for a long time. I'm sick and tired of having things that are just like random pieces that don't even go together. There's no cohesion. I had a vision of what I wanted and I was going to go for it, and I fucking did it. So, I've spent probably almost $13,000 just for this freaking place here. Yep. And I didn't officially move in here until September 20th. Because all of August, she kept saying the repair guy was going to come. And then come to find out the repair guy can't come because the insurance company hasn't come yet to look at the damages. So I'm like, alright, whatever. Still living on an air mattress at my mother's next door. Freaking awful. And now September rolls around. And still living at my mother's on the air mattress. Really great. And repair guy still hasn't come. Insurance company still hasn't cut a check. But now it's September, I think it was September 19th. I got in a really big fight with my stepdad because me and him just butt heads constantly. I really should have been his daughter because, like, honest to God, we have so much in common. our personalities and everything. We're just so much in common that we just like at each other all the time. But I got in a huge fucking fight with him, and I let him have it one night. He let me have it. I fucking walked out. I went and sat down at the water around the corner for like probably an hour and a half with no shoes, no jacket, no nothing. It was fucking cold. It was just an awful night. And then the next day, I was like, I'm fucking done. I was like, I'm gonna go live at my friend's house or something, because she does Airbnb. I was like, I'll just go and live there. I'll pay her, whatever. I was like, I cannot stay at my mom's anymore. My back hurts. My quality of life is just sucking. I was just miserable. So I packed all my shit at my mom's into my little car again and was headed to go over to my friend's. And then my landlord called, because I guess my mother went over and talked to her and said, listen, Brittany's paid you. She needs to move in. What the fuck is going on? So she had the repair guy come just quick, I guess, and fix the shower drain so that I could at least take a shower. But nothing else has been done yet. So I wound up moving in here September 20th. It is October 18th right now. I haven't even been in here a month. And I found out just yesterday that my landlord's planning on selling. My life has just been torn upside down all year long, nonstop, between family issues, my relationship issues, and then my home issues, my where am I going to be living issues. Like, it has been a hell of a fucking year for me, and I don't want to cry about it because I need to be stronger than that. Because crying does absolutely nothing. It gets you nowhere in life. You can cry, you can sit in the dark all you want. It's not going to get you anywhere. I've learned this. It just really sucks that I have moved in here. I have measured my curtains and had them tailored to the windows and everything. I've painted almost every single room in this house. I've spent so much money on paint and the freaking tools and everything else that I've needed, to find out that I basically have 10 months left on my lease and she's selling the house. And if it sells before my lease is up, the new people can honor it. But after that, they can either tell me I need to leave or they can extend a new lease with me. Problem is, I know that they're going to up my rent. I can't afford anything higher than what I'm paying right now. I really can't. I have too much other stuff that I need to pay off. I can't afford anything else. And now I have to pay my own utility bills plus water. I've never had to pay water before, but since this is a house, you pay your own water. And I'm overwhelmed. I'm freaking out. And I will do everything and anything that I have to do to stay here. But if they up my rent to something that's just too far out of my ballpark, I can't do it. And that's if the people even want to keep me here. That's if, whoever buys this place wants to keep me here, because she lives in the house in front of me. I live in the house in back. So it's all one big piece of property. And life has just not been great for me this year. It just really hasn't. It's been a really tough year between like deaths, losing pets, bullshit between family, my own bullshit that I had going on, work, stress. It's just everything has now just boom. It's hit me, and I feel like everything's crumbling all at once. It really sucks. And my mother, she keeps telling me like, just keep my head up, and it's like, how? I'm trying, but it's like I just feel like giving up. It's just been so hard. So damn hard. And there's a lot in between that timeline I'm not telling you guys about, because it's just not, it's not YouTube necessary. It's not YouTube appropriate. It's things that I need to deal with myself. You guys don't need to know about it. So it's been hard. It's been very hard, and I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Everyone keeps telling me, just buy a house, buy a house. I can't. I'll tell you flat out, I am not at that point in my life where I feel like I'm ready to buy a house. I don't even know if I want to buy a house, because I don't want all that responsibility. You have to want that. And right now, at this point in my life where I'm at, my mindset, I don't want a house. I want to rent a house fine. I'll rent a condo or what. I don't care what. I just don't want to own it. Because once you own it, anything that happens, you got to deal with. And if you don't got the money for it, you're fucked. So I just don't think I'm there yet. Not to mention like house taxes, town taxes, what. I don't know if I'm there yet. I'm not there yet. I have a lot of things I want paid off and out of my way for good before I can even frame my mind around buying a home. I'm just not. After living with my ex and seeing everything he's had to go through, the money you have to constantly have put away, no. I have learned so much. I've grown a lot this year, but I'm not grown that far into buying my own home. No. I'm 28 years old. Some people my age by now probably do own a home or are thinking about buying a home or are married or whatever. I'm not any of that stuff. No. It's just been a really damn difficult year. Really damn difficult year. So I honestly, the people who've been asking me, are you coming back to YouTube? What are you doing? Like, yeah, I have an entire beauty room now. Like, this beautiful beauty room that I've decked out. It's all, blinged out. And it's everything I've ever wanted. I've made it, this whole house, I've made it mine. This is my place. And now to think that 10 months from now, it might not be mine anymore. And I've spent so much money thinking that this was going to be, like, my home for quite a few years. Okay, sorry, I had to take a little bit of like a break. Yeah, I was thinking too much and I knew I was going to wind up losing my shit on camera and I'm not trying to do that. So I went over and I had dinner at my mom's and then came back. Now I'm good. So, I don't even honestly remember where the hell I left off. So, hopefully I'm not going to repeat myself or anything. I'm going to try to get all this out because it is already almost 7 o'clock at night and I need to like start unwinding and getting ready for work tomorrow. So, yeah, you know what? I don't even want to dwell on this past year. I really don't. I'm just going to quickly give you guys a quick rundown of what my future looks like because I really don't know if I'm going to be able to come back at YouTube the same as I was doing before. I do want to come back. I do want to pursue making more videos, but my channel, I have a feeling, is not going to be the same as it was. Because honestly, this is another thing. While I was living at my mother's, I'm not so much makeup crazed as I once was. And this is going to sound really weird. I do still put on a full face of cake face every single day. Like, I always got my makeup on. But I'm not like, oh my god, a new release. Oh my god, another new release. Like, I don't feel like I need to go out and have everything all the time anymore. Which is so strange because if you had talked to me back in May, I was still like, makeup. I moved in at my mom's house and realized how much makeup I really had when I had to pack it away and was like, what the fuck is wrong with me? I really needed to take that cold hard look at everything I had and was like, what the fuck am I doing? So I started using like simpler things. I wasn't going all crazy every time like, oh, this is a finishing powder, this is a setting powder, this is a face powder, whatever. Now I just stick to like the basics. I'm trying to use up everything that I have so that I have a reason to repurchase more makeup in the future. But mostly I'm still into skincare. I haven't gone like crazy. I've been using the skincare I have, trying to see what I do want to continue using in the future and if I want to try other products. But I don't think my channel is going to be much of a review channel like I was doing. I was going out and buying like shit tons of new products every fucking week almost and was bringing them home and testing them out and then trying to give you guys a review, or I would do my favorites so you knew what I had been using, or empties and things like that. I just don't know if I'm going to bring all that back. I have a feeling my channel is really going to shift and I don't know if that's what anyone's even interested in, honestly. I've become more obsessed with home shopping lately. And now I'm finding out I might not be living here in a year. So I don't even know where I'm standing with anything. But I got really into interior design and decorating and home care and remodeling and things like that. I got really, really involved with it over the summer when I was coming in here and repairing things and making it the way I wanted it, to the point where I'm like, damn, I'm not really all that crazy about makeup, but I'll spend a shitload of money on fucking home stuff now. Like, it's just become an issue. So, I mean, yeah, I'm still really into makeup. Maybe I'll still do a couple makeup tutorials here and there, but honestly, I don't feel like my tutorials are the greatest anyway, because I really don't get that many views on them. Not that many people watch them. I do feel like there's way better YouTubers out there that have better camera quality and all that other stuff, more patience than I do, and do YouTube full time and get paid to do this. So I feel like they are probably better to go watch for that kind of stuff. So I think my channel is going to shift a lot if I do wind up coming back full force, because I don't know, I don't have the desire for the makeup the way I did. I love makeup. Don't get me wrong, I still really love makeup. There are still a couple new products that I do want to get, but I didn't go out and buy them as soon as they were launched. Like yeah, I'll get it when I get it. I don't know. It's just this mind shift. I don't know if it's because I'm getting older. I don't know if it's because I've realized all of my new priorities that I care more about and want to focus on. I don't really know. So yeah, things are going to be different. I don't know. I guess I need your guys' advice on what I shouldn't do, if I should come back. What do you really want to see on my channel? Because I don't feel like my makeup videos do all that well anyway. So, I don't know. You guys have to really let me know, because honestly, I haven't a clue. I haven't a clue. I keep taking these like short pauses because I'm trying to think of like what I need to say next, or what I didn't say that maybe I remember now. But honestly, my mind is just so shot. I have moments where I just sit and just want to stare like off into nothing. And I'm going to wind up like breaking this table. But I have these moments where I just am like, I don't want to talk. I don't want to move. I just want to be blah, if that makes sense. And I don't know if it's stress. I don't know what it is. I really don't. I'll be hanging out with people and they're trying to talk to me or whatever, and I just get so annoyed so quickly. I'm just like, I don't even want to deal with it. Sometimes I don't even want to be around people anymore, and I'm such a people person. I love being around people, but there are moments now where I just snap. I'm like ready to like freaking go at someone. And I'm not normally like that, and I'm coming off bitchy, and I fucking hate it. I really do. I feel like I hate the person I'm turning into, but at the same time, like, I'm happy that I'm growing more and realizing more in life and stuff like that, but I'm like, I'm overwhelmed. I don't know. My mother was so cute. She bought me this card today. It was like a thinking of you daughter card. It's sitting on my TV stand behind the camera. But in there, you know, she tells me to keep my head up. It's really hard. I just don't feel like I'm ever gonna get ahead. And I don't know where I'm gonna be living. And I just freaking moved in here. I just like hung like my art and stuff on the walls, like my mirrors. I put up all these damn curtain rods, and I don't want to pack it all up again. I don't want to move anymore. I feel like I move all the time. I'm sick of moving. And my poor bunny, who's in the other room, like, he must be sick of moving too. He's gonna be 10. And this poor thing has moved more times than any animal I know. It's frustrating. I just want to be able to stay in one place for a while until I figure out what my next move is, like what my next goal in life is gonna be, and I can't. I just feel like I'm for every one step I take ahead, I'm 3 or 4 steps back sometimes. It sucks. It really sucks. How do you catch up? You don't. You really don't. Anyway, I don't really want to keep going on about this because I know if I keep talking about it, I'm just not going to be able to sleep tonight because it's going to be weighing on me a little too much. It already is as it is, so I'm just going to end it with, what do you guys want from me? Because I know a lot of you have been on me like, what's going on? Where have you been? Blah, 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 blah. And then I have a couple of you on my personal Facebook page, and you've seen recent posts that have been going up, and you're like, what the hell? You moved? You left your boyfriend? What's going on? When did all this happen? And I didn't let anybody know. Only people that were close to me personally knew what was going on in my life. I didn't want people to know, you know, social media wise, like, oh yeah, my life is fucking falling apart. My ex is an asshole. I don't get along with him. He hates me. I hate him. Like, I didn't really want to go into that. It's bad enough the videos I did with him on my channel, we were fighting before we even filmed those, and you can see, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it was just so phony how we would be arguing and then do a quick video clip or whatever together and act as if everything was fine. Like, that was the lifestyle I was living. On the outside, it seemed like everything was good, picture-wise, you know, posting stupid pictures and shit together. But really, we were always arguing. We hated one another. It was just bad. It was just really, really bad. I have to say this for all the other women and girls out there. If you are in a relationship where you wake up in the morning and you're dreading having to have some sort of an interaction with the person you're with, you're not in the right relationship. You need to get yourself together and leave. Because that is how my life went. On the weekends, when I didn't have to go to work and I didn't have to get up early, I dreaded waking up and having to have any sort of encounter with him. That's how bad it was. I don't know. I don't even know what else to say anymore. I feel like I'm just going to keep talking to talk because I have my fucking ring light set up. And I have the camera here, so I feel like I need to do something because I haven't done anything in so long. But that's where everything is right now. I will try to keep you guys updated. Please let me know what you guys want to see from me. If you are interested in home sort of stuff or whatever. If you want me to stick with what I was doing, I can tell you right now, if I do stick with what I was doing, it's not going to be as frequent. It'll probably be once or twice a month, if that. I was posting a couple times a week and then maybe once a week, and then all of a sudden I stopped posting altogether. So I don't want that to keep happening because I know a lot of you miss, you know, for whatever reason you miss my whack ass. I think it's just the bloopers y'all really miss. Some people have actually told me they literally fast forward my videos just to see all the funny shit at the end. I'm like, huh. So, yeah. They keep telling me life gets worse before it gets better. And I thought I was at my worst. I really thought I was at my worst. But obviously I wasn't there. Now I feel like I definitely am there. I don't know. If any of you have any advice for me or anything like that, please. I'm willing to listen to it. Because at this point, I don't know what to do. Alright guys, I'm just gonna shut the fuck up now and go get ready for bed and wash this godforsaken hair. Oh my Lord almighty, it's so gross. But yeah guys, like I said, please leave any of your comments, questions, concerns, any of that stuff down below for me. And I do still, when I get notifications for comments, I am right there on it to reply to you guys. So please, I will be responding. I haven't disappeared for good. You can, you know, leave me a post or a message on Facebook or in the group, whatever. I don't really go on Snapchat all that often at all anymore. I know a lot of you try to contact me on there, but I really just don't go on it that often. Just because of how busy my life has been and how miserable things have been going lately. So I haven't really been on there because I don't really have anything to say. And I know a lot of you guys are so interested in vlogs. I don't really personally find my life all that interesting or all that exciting other than bullshit to be vlogging about. But if that's the kind of like videos you guys are interested in, like vlog style, instead of like just sitting and being so formal, let me know. But now I'm done talking. Now I'm gonna go. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.